Toonami has premiered the One Punch Man English dub last night. I had a chance to check it out this morning. And I want to give you guys my quick thoughts on the One Punch Man English dub. One Punch Man Wednesdays are coming back to the channel. Probably not this week, but probably next week, as I'll be reviewing the One Punch Man specials. I think there's about 6 or 7 of them. I'm going to check them out. And you can catch those reviews every Wednesday until I get done with them. So that's going to be coming up in the near future on Geekdom 101. So, One Punch Man English dub, saw episode 1. Now, I've already seen the entire series of One Punch Man subtitled. You can go ahead and check out the playlist I have on my channel. I'll put a link down below so you can check out the rest of my reviews for the episode. So I want to strictly talk about just the dub, the voice cast, and what I was hearing and my initial impressions. And then once all 12 episodes have aired, I'll probably come back and do like a big review, you know what I mean, about it. So first of all, I did enjoy the dub. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a pretty good dub. A couple of interesting things, okay? First and foremost, before I get into the actual performance of Saitama, I want to talk about the fact that Chris Sabat is actually here. Chris Sabat voices Vaccine Man. Now, if you've seen One Punch Man, you know that Vaccine Man resembles a Namekian. And Chris Sabat, of course, voices Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z and GT and all that. So, it was pretty cool that they brought in Chris Sabat. Even if it was only for a very small guest spot, I thought it was pretty damn cool that they brought him in to portray essentially what's a parody of a Namekian. That, I mean, when I first saw it, I smiled, and then I go online, I was like, wait a minute, is that Sabat? And then I go online and I check, because he had not mentioned this anywhere as far as I had known. And yes, it was indeed Chris Sabat voicing Vaccine Man. Now, the highlight of this episode was Crablante. I tried to find the voice actor who voices Crablante. If you know who it is, please let me know down in the comment section. I couldn't find it on Behind the Voice Actors. In the credits for this dub, they didn't have like the name of the English voice cast. So I don't know who it is. He did a phenomenal job. He was just as funny and out there as the Japanese voice. I really enjoyed it. Also, they kept the Japanese intro and outro music in Japanese with subs. They did not do like an English version like Vic Mignogna did for Dragon Ball Kai. None of that. It was the original Japanese and then went back to English. Also, the next episode preview was in Japanese. I'm wondering why that is. That was kind of interesting. So, the big thing is about Saitama, okay? Max Middleman plays Saitama, and he's been around for a little while. He did Iron-Blooded Orphans and things like that. I think that the problem with Max Middleman as Saitama is that he is fine when it comes to being a hero, but his voice is a little bit too badass, too cool. And the thing about Saitama, right, is that Saitama's a badass in his actions, not in his words. The joke of Saitama is that he's always bored, right? One Punch Man is always bored. That's the joke, right? And I think that Max Middleman, at least with episode 1, had a hard time conveying that. His voice is a little too like he kind of has that Eric Vale Future Trunks voice going. I felt personally during the action scenes he was fine, but during the, I'm bored and I have a blank face and, that kind of dumb face that Saitama makes, I didn't think it really fit the character very well. But I'm going to take a wait and see approach and see. I think that Makoto Furukawa, who did the Japanese Saitama, is incredibly good. And of course, like with every series, if you watch an anime subbed and then dubbed, you're going to make comparisons. Like if you watch it subbed first, it's just your mind will do that to you. But just even if you don't watch it subbed and you just read the manga, you know how Saitama is, and Furukawa was perfect. I don't think Max Middleman was that perfect. I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was that perfect. The ADR work was done by Chris Kaysen, who I think did a phenomenal job on this show so far. Episode 1 was a hit. He also worked on Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, several other anime. He's experienced when it comes to the shonen genre. So having him come in here and do the ADR work, at least I believe he's the ADR director. That's the name who I saw when I looked it up. Great job. Great job. So overall, I did enjoy watching it. Crablante, I thought, was the highlight. Everybody else did a pretty decent job. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future. And again, I will go back and talk about this further when the dub is finished. I'll give my overall thoughts on the dub once it's all aired. I'll see if I can marathon through the episodes as fast as I can when they are all out. Right now it's going to be every Saturday night on Toonami. They're going to be airing the One Punch Man dub, and of course there'll be a Blu-ray release out eventually. I'm pretty sure. I believe that Viz Media is the ones who are going to be putting it out. So I had a good time. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. What'd you think? Honestly, I still feel like Saitama, this guy doesn't have it on point yet. He needs to act more bored and more kind of like ditzy. That's how Saitama is. So, anyways, let me know what you think down below, and talk to y'all soon.